There is an easy trick for you to emotionally connect with her, and I'm going to teach you how in this video. But we're also gonna take a deeper step, because once you do, you're gonna see that the attraction that you and her feel for each other is inevitable. Let's start with the easy one to give you a quick win. If you don't know me already, my name is Edin, and I help men stop to self-attack and start to self-love so they can express their desire and show up as their true selves with women. So, for the quick win, the problem that's holding you back from emotionally connecting with a woman is your overthinking. And this looks like, should I do this? Should I say that? Am I enough? And this type of overthinking is causing you to be in your mind instead of you being in the present moment. And I recently watched a video from Owen Cook who said that the biggest reason why most guys have no chance with women is because they're not present. And this makes sense because if you read about masculinity, for example, if you read about David Deida, he talks about how being present is being masculine, is the presence is the masculine, while the feminine is everything that is happening. Now, how do you then become more present? Well, I'm not Eckhart Tolle, so I'm gonna give you a practical way that you can become more present. And it is for you to be 10% more animated. Now, what does being animated mean? Well, being animated, it means that you are more engaging, you're more expressive. So for example, if you're talking with a girl and she says that she's from Germany, instead of you saying, all right, you can say, all right. So by me being 10% more animated in this expression, lifting my eyebrows, changing the voice tonality, I'm being more present. And take a notice that I'm not using these as a trick of being more attractive in the way that I'm speaking, but just because I am being more engaging, being more animated, I'm more present. And as we know, being more present, it is being more attractive. Now, you can take this quick tip and you can already go out and you can talk with women and you're gonna have better connections with them. But that's not why you are here. No, you're here because you want to be happy with or without the woman. You want to feel complete and whole so that when you go up to her, you already are enough. And that's why we're going to take the deeper step. Because once we do, you're going to feel like the attraction between you and her is just something that's natural, like peanut butter and jelly. And I know, peanuts, they're not even real peanuts, but the combination is awesome and it has a lot of protein. So let's go into the deeper step. And by the way, man, if you haven't subscribed, then what are you waiting for? Join the journey. See. So yesterday, I met two girls. I approached both of them cold and two different scenarios to explain to you how we can make this deeper shift. First girl, I approached her and she was the exact type of girl that I want to be with. She was attractive, her energy was awesome, and she also lived here in Barcelona where I am right now. So it felt effortless to connect with her. And it was just like being present was enough, and there was this magnetic attraction that we both felt. It's not a coincidence. Let's go to the second story. The second girl that I met, she was also very pretty, but she was a tourist. She was only here for the same day. She was leaving the next day, and we didn't speak the same language. Now, it's not a problem for seduction. I know that. Can you see the difference between the first girl and the second? the two potential for connections that I had with them. We can call that gap, the difference there, we can call it for alignment. And what does alignment mean? Alignment means, at least how I define it, is that there is a match. So for example, between this girl that was living here, there was an alignment because I wanted to find a girl who lived here. And the other one, there was not. And it doesn't mean that the other girl was not as good as the first one or the other way around. No, it just means that there was no alignment. And when you really integrate this alignment, you're gonna start to go away from this girl is too good for me or this girl I'm too good for. No, there's no better or worse. It's just that you're either in alignment with her or you are not. And when you deeply integrate this, you're gonna be less afraid of rejection because you then know that when you go up to the girl, it's not about you being rejected. It's just you and her are not a match. And when you then approach her, you just approach her to find out, is there a match between us? And when you do, you become attractive. Let me tell you why. So, to do this, to figure out this alignment, you need to be clear on what you want, first of all. And what you want means, for example, you want a friends with benefits, or you want a girlfriend, or you want to have sex with this girl right here and now. That's what you want. And when you are clear on what you want, it helps you with screening or qualifying. And why is screening and qualifying important? Well, screening and qualifying is important because when you do this, you're figuring out if this girl is for you. And you're asking questions. Do you live here? And you're not asking them just to keep the conversation going. You're asking because you want to find out. You're curious if this girl is in alignment with you. And who does this? It's only the guys who have the ability to choose what types of women they want to be with. And she knows that. She feels, oh wow, he's screening me. He wants to figure out if I can fit his criteria. And she becomes curious because most guys are like, pretty girl, I want to have sex. I mean, I do that too, but like I did yesterday, I'm screening, I'm figuring out, okay, this is not for me. So I'm losing kind of attraction. I'm not having the same connection. And that's really important. So when you do this, man, you become much more attractive. The second and last thing you gotta do to figure out alignment is to figure out why you want this. So for example, me, I want to have a friends with benefits because, first of all, I just feel more like a man when I'm having sex with a girl. The second thing is it's very pleasurable. And the third thing is that when I'm having sex, I just feel that everything else becomes more fun. Like just shooting videos. Everything becomes more fun when I have this thing kind of checked out, you know? So, figure out what is yours. What is your why? Because this works as a fuel. So now when you go out and you, for example, feel afraid or you feel tired or you're like, I don't want to approach this girl. You have your why. You go back to your why. It's your fuel to push you forward through that discomfort because there is going to be pitfalls on this journey and it's challenging. But with your fuel, you're going to push through. Now, there are two options that you now have. Number one, you can like the video, you can be like, hey, that was awesome, and do nothing, nothing changes. Or number two, you can actually sit down and you can figure out what do I want and why do I want it. Because when you do, things change for you. Because the way you do things, they change. And to help you with changing, to help you through that transformation, you can join my email list. It's for free. It's for guys who are stopping self-attack, starting to self-love, express their desire, and show up as their true selves with women. The link is in the description. I'll see you there. And thank you for watching. Ciao.